Today was one of those days where I just wanted to jump out of my skin the whole day. I had this relentless sense of urgency in my body and in my mind, and I constantly wanted to be anywhere other than where I was right now, whether that was physically or mentally. So if I was working on a particular task, all I kept thinking of was the next task that I should be working on, or the other project that needs more of my attention. And it was really frustrating. It caused so much anxiety and so much discomfort that I couldn't focus on what I was doing at the time. So then I would consistently stop and pick up a pen and try and plan a little bit better or write out lists. And that's generally what I do, is when I'm feeling quite heavy in some way, I pick up a pen and I do a brain dump, or I literally write the heading, what is weighing heavy, and then I'll just write a few things. Or I'll go into really, really thorough planning mode where I plan the rest of the day or the rest of the week in even greater detail than I had done before. So I did that, picked up a pen, started writing, and still I just had this like it was a race feeling that I couldn't even plan things thoroughly. And I plan already, so it's not to say that I didn't have a plan in place. And after a couple of hours of working on a task and then feeling really frustrated and anxious and then trying again, and this back and forth cycle, this thought just kind of rushed in. And it said, but Dan, this is the work. This is it. And it suddenly just allowed me to exhale. And my interpretation of that, what I get from that, what that means to me, is all these wonderful and exciting places that I'm trying to get to, whether it's a physical place or it's a financial place or a relationship with myself, whatever that might be, this thing that I'm trying to get to, that is not the work. The things I'm doing every day, the struggles I'm having every day, the days like this with this immense sense of urgency, this is the work. Not that, not the goal that I'm trying to achieve, but the things that I'm doing every day that'll take me to that goal. And then my mind went to, yeah, but, like I'm having a conversation in my own head, which I highly encourage, by the way. And then my mind went to, as like a rebuttal, cool, but a lot of what you're working on now aren't necessarily things that will get you to that thing. You know, this particular project is something you're needing to wrap up and move on from, or this particular task is taking far too much energy. It's not really a priority, although it's become urgent because you procrastinated on it. So yes, the concept of all of these steps accumulate to the goal is valid, but a lot of the way that I'm spending my time and energy is not necessarily going to amount to this thing that I want. And then the answer in my mind came back and said, but this is still the work, even more so, because if I'm working on a project that doesn't serve the goal that I am trying to achieve, grappling with the difficulty of ending that relationship, bringing the project to an end, closing off certain dynamics, that is still the work, because going through that discomfort of wrapping up a certain version of yourself is the work that amounts to the goal that you're wanting to achieve for yourself. So yes, maybe other things seem like they are more closely related to, or would more directly result in achieving a particular thing. But there are so many other things that you are doing or not doing that still count as the work, Because whether it is something that greatly serves your purpose or something that is distracting you from your purpose, it still needs your attention. So of all the things I was doing today where I had this sense of urgency, the underlying thought in my head was, I shouldn't be working on this, I should be working on that. I'm not getting through this fast enough because I need to be moving on to that next thing. But actually, the things that I was working on that I felt great discomfort in, one, are either things that I need to look at and say, there is no place for them anymore. So the work is now wrapping them up and putting them to rest. All the things that I was working on that caused a lot of discomfort were, and in this case, really my more limited side of my personality. So the self-preservation stuff, the stuff that says, okay, I'm going to work on your finances thoroughly, or I'm going to work on your physical body and your physical health thoroughly. My mind and my body and my heart tend to go towards the vision or producing the thing of high value, less so the self-preservation, taking care of myself stuff. So if there's discomfort there, because the next shiny thing seems more important, then the work is tending to that discomfort, slowing down and focusing on essentially what is a blind spot of mine. So it's just to wrap up and say that what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, whether it feels closely aligned to your purpose or not, is still incredibly relevant and still needs your utmost attention. Even if the attention and energy that you're giving that thing is questioning it and saying, does it align or is it a complete misalignment? Everything you're doing needs your attention and your energy in this moment. That's what being present is, right? And if there's discomfort in the sense of, okay, it's got to go, or discomfort in the sense of, okay, I need to level up in myself so I can sit and handle working on this particular thing, no matter which of those two options it is, it still needs your attention. And this is just a roundabout way of saying that the goal and the mission and the vision is not in this elusive place down the line. It's in these lived experiences, in these tangible moments every single day, even if the tangible moment today is realizing that what I'm working on doesn't actually serve me anymore. It's paying attention to the moments in front of you and not losing your energy in the elusive goal ahead of you, but bringing your attention consistently back to this is important. And the way I handle this and my relationship to this thing in front of me will inform tomorrow, the next day, and the day after that will accumulate to achieving a particular goal.